Welcome to Mediocre Gaming, and today we're playing Payday 3. Well, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. I'm Zarel. Let's get to it. So today we're tackling fear and greed, but before we get to that, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, smash that subscribe button, and ring that bell to be notified of all future episodes as soon as they go live. So let's get into it. So Fear and Greed is the most recent addition to the list of heists that you can do with your crew. We're going to try and go through this as stealthily as possible. As such, I've kitted my gangster out with stealth perks. So here we go. Now, looking at the map, if you could look at the map, the rooftop here is cut up into a couple of sections with a few choke points, which makes it, well, it makes it easier for you to get caught if you're not being careful. There are a few guards and there's a few cameras on the rooftop that you'll have to be careful of. Now this is on hard difficulty. If you're on very hard or overkill, it's going to be a different experience, as well as if you're on normal, it'll be a little bit easier. So there we go. Step 1 out of, step 12 complete. So we have to open the elevator and we have to get the zip line from the air vent. Now there are, I don't know, between 3 and 5 air vents on the rooftop area, and they're spread out. So you'll have to go through, depending on how lucky you are, you might have to go through quite a few of the different areas in order to find the package that's in the air vent. Now there are 2 banks of elevators, depending on which one is active for you. That's the one that's you're going to force open. So you could arrive at different locations within the next area, or the next area down, or next layer, whatever you want to call it. So we've seen a few different guards here and there around the area, as well as a couple of cameras. For the most part, it should be easy to avoid them. Now, if they are coming up through one of these choke areas, bottlenecks, and you're coming at a perpendicular, so around the corner, then they may easily see you. So for the most part, it's easy to avoid the guards, but sometimes it just doesn't work out that way. All right, and there's nothing here. Depending on some of the procedural elements in your particular heist, you could have the switch in a different area. You can have the bag in any of the different vents that are available there, as well as camera placement might be a little bit different. So there's some randomness to the levels, and if you're not careful, you say, oh, I saw this video on it, so I know where the guards are, and I know their pathing, and I know where everything's at. Not so much, because there's a certain randomness to it. It does make it a little bit more difficult, because you're not exactly sure where it's at. But if you've played Fear and Greed, or I should say after you've played Fear and Greed, 12 or 20 times, then you've probably seen all the different iterations, or at least the current iterations of where everything's at. And that's one of the things, like the developers a week from now can say, you know what, we don't really like how the camera placement is, and switch it up. So there's a certain amount of variability. So this is the elevator shaft that we're going to use, but we're still looking for that dang air vent where our zip line is. Now, if it is one of the first times that you're doing a heist, it might be a good idea to run with, an ammo bag or armor or health or whatever, or a zipline bag. Anything that'll give you a little bit of a boost that'll help you out throughout the mission, throughout the heist. Anything that'll make it just a little bit easier. So, I mean, it's optional. It only costs, $10,000 for one of those items to drop, and then you randomly get other ones that you can add that will make it a little bit different or a little bit easier. So it doesn't hurt. So there we go. I think that's the third spot that we've been to where the switch could have been to turn off the elevators. So 3 different spots to turn off the elevators. 2 different banks of elevators, I think. And then, I want to say 4 air vents that are scattered throughout the level. Now we're back to where we started. Here's the other bank of elevators. And that room goes through, so you can go through there to the other side. So knowing the pathways, knowing where they're at, where they go, all that stuff is really good. Sometimes the game's like, okay, it's taking you too long to figure out where the stuff's at. So they'll give you a clue. Yeah, you can't really hide out in the air vent. There's not quite enough room to do it. All right, so now we need to go back to the bank of elevators without getting caught, hopefully. You kind of feel like you get caught before you even start sometimes. Like I said, for the most part, the rooftop, with a little bit of care, you can get through without having to worry about the guards and the cameras. But having the hacker skill where you can loop the cameras is always good. Of course, if there's a modifier on the higher difficulties where the runtime runs out after 5 seconds, that certainly adds another layer of difficulty. All right, so we're down on to the next layer, and we have to worry about everything that comes with. So Fear and Greed has, I would say, 3 layers to it. So 3 layers or 3 floors, and then at least one adjoining area that's not necessarily the same as the other one. Okay, so what I'm talking about here, you kind of have this office space here down from the rooftop, and there's a camera down there. Looks like that's under construction. Looks like it's dead and haven't checked it out yet. And looks like we need something here. Need an RFID tag to open it up. So we'll go back here. So we got the public area, but we have a mask on, so it doesn't really matter. Doesn't really matter if it's a public area or not. If you've got a mask, you're in trouble. All right, so back to what I was saying. This office area, but then you have an adjoining area that is kind of piecing it together. So you've got a couple sections of office space but then you have this central area, which is not really office space. And you'll see what I mean here in a little bit. So thematically, it's different, even if it's more or less on the same layer. So we got at least two guys in there. One guy is eventually going to come out. Oh, look at that. Just didn't quite catch me. It was very close, but okay, so it looks like it was just the two guys in the room. And you could have a crowd in here, but I think ordinarily you won't. Several doors, which are not locked. All right, he's moving around. Oop, someone looking right at the door. Oh, there's another door. So there's two doors on this section. Oop, that's not good either. Two doors on that side, one door on that side, and then one door to the central area. All right, so I think I can probably tie these guys up here and not have to worry about others popping in. But we'll go ahead and close these doors. No, I don't. Actually, I don't think I need to. Close these doors, maybe. There we go. So now I'm not detected by that lady. And there was that guard that was right in the hallway. And I don't think there's anything else that I can do. There's people in there, but they're looking the other direction. So I can't go down this hall, probably. I can go ahead and hack it, but there's no way. Yeah, I can't get over there without getting caught, I don't think. And then this leads down to the ground floor level. So that's the third and final layer. And there's cameras here as well. Now, if there's a modifier where the cameras are invulnerable, then you don't have the option to shoot them. The only thing that you can do is to hack them. But a lot of times, if they're invulnerable, then they also can only be hacked for a few seconds before they return to normal function. So you hack them, you loop them, and then you use those few seconds to move through the area without getting seen. So you can still be aware of everything else going on without having to worry about the camera. So still comes in handy, just not as useful if that modifier is not there. All right, so this is just a little balcony. It looks like we're, for the most part, okay. There we go. Now she's not looking this way. Looks like there's no other people in there and no cameras in this room. There is a camera beyond that you can see. Close that, but there's a window there and there's a window there, which makes it much more difficult. Oop. That's a guard, so we can't bully him. But this is what you have, the certain number of radio answers. You can answer the radio so many times before they get suspicious and set the alarm. And there we go. Depending on what difficulty level, will determine how many of those you can answer. So we'll go ahead and tie her up, bring her back to the hostage room, and then move on. And of course, take care of this guard that we're holding, which you can see on the bottom right hand side whenever you're carrying something. All right, so now that room's cleared out. There is a camera there. There's a lot going on over here, and that is the section that I was talking about, kind of gluing together the office space with the rest of it. I'm probably going to have to hack that if I want to do any more. Well, actually, I could probably shoot it, and that's kind of... Oh, there's a guy over there, which I hadn't gone far enough around. I don't think that I need to worry about it. Yeah, I can't go through there anyway because metal detectors will immediately alarm. We don't want to do that. It would make it easier, but also harder, if you know what I mean. All right, so now kind of looking, there's a couple of civilians there. There's a guard that's walking around. We're going to wait for him to walk off, and then we're going to move on. So there's a lot of kind of moving pieces that you have to worry about, and there's a camera there on the corner, you can see. Oop. So there's a person at the computer just on the left there, but field of vision wise, as long as I'm not standing up, I think I'm okay. Let's go ahead and hack that so we won't get seen by the camera. We need to take care of this person because she's moving around too much on this part of the level, and she's going to cause problems for us down the line if we want to try and get this to be stealth. So if anyone sees you're one of these people tied up, all of a sudden they're like, huh? So you got to be careful of that. And of course, if they see you, obviously. So, I mean, we're slowly snaking our way through the level. I don't see the guard there, but, you know, he's going to make his round, his circuit, and will eventually make his way back. A couple civilians down, but we need to be on this level anyway. And I think we need to be on this level further down. So the guard's there. I'm going to wait for him to move. We know he goes to that corner and turns. There he goes. Okay. Marked him right before he went, so that'll maximize the amount of time that we're able to see him. All right, so it looks like we need to come over here. There we go. Picked up the RFID tag so we can get into some of those locked areas. We got someone there, but I don't think she's going to turn around, so I think we're okay. All right, so carefully. Oh, there's a camera there. And we're going to loop it real quick. Oop, and there's another person that likes to walk around. And we got to worry about her. And then, of course, the guard. Now, we don't know what his circuit is over on this side, so we do have to be a little bit careful. If I could have been close enough to check or to hack the camera and watch, and be hidden at the same time, that would have worked out pretty well. I don't know if she comes over here or not, but I'm going to try and stay hidden. Where'd she go? Oh, there she is. Okay, so she's not looking this way. So we can move forward. Looks like there's nobody there. There's some people there, and there's a camera. We have to keep moving, though, because I don't know how quickly she's going to... Man, he's not even paying attention. How do you even see me?
Let me introduce you to my old pal.
And we're going to go ahead and do that. It's like, hopefully there's no guards that make around here. If you don't know, the guards, if they're walking around and they see a broken camera, all of a sudden they'll start searching. And that's a big problem if you've got, say, a room of hostages, because they're going to come across them and all of a sudden raise the alarm. All right, so I think that guard is not going to be a problem. So we're going to put him over here for the time being, just kind of around the corner, just so if the guard does happen to make a quick circuit that he's not going to see him. Oop, there's someone there. Someone there. Alright, I think the office space is in the clear enough that I can go ahead and
Wanna live? Do what the nice Irish lady.
tie him up.
Don't get brave on me.
What are you doing standing up? Get down. Now you can always run up to him if you have the perk. If you have rush
Don't even.
and you're running and you run into someone, you can stagger them. So just depending on what perks that you decide to have for your loadout for a particular heist. All right, so I know there's a guy over here somewhere, and there's someone through the window. There we go. Carefully, maybe it was the guy through the window that saw me. Oh, there's a camera too. Definitely want to hit the blinds over here. Here we go. And good. And it did that one too. All right, so there isn't actually a person in the office. Some guy saw me through the window across the office. Huh, how about that? All right, so it looks like just 2 people in this area here. That's weird.
You.
All right, there.
Now, I'd rather not blow your
Get
head.
down.
Help me help you.
Why are you still standing?
I'll fucking kill you. Your turn.
All right, so that should be all the people in this section. And I see a safe. So let's crack open the safe and see what's in there, if there's anything worthwhile. Or, it could just be junk. Once it starts to bounce, then you know you're close and you should slow down. If you do pass it, you do have a second to correct yourself. To go back before you have to start over from scratch. And there we go. Something that we need. A key piece. And sure, why not? Alright. And that just goes back into the office, so we're good. Alright, so now this section is safe to be in. I'm relatively certain that no one's going to wander in, because they probably would have already. So we'll go ahead and get these guys in here. Now we've got 2 rooms of hostages instead of just 1. Like I said, it shouldn't be a problem unless there's someone that makes a circuit here that takes a while to do, or
Fancy a walk? Good.
if the guard sees a broken camera and gets suspicious and then starts just walking around. That would be a problem. Once they start searching, that's usually the let's hurry up. Let's hurry up and finish the heist before they figure out what's going on. All right, so now we need to search the office for transaction files, and you can see the bar building up after each one. So it's not random. It's just you have to find all of the files, and they are highlighted once you get close enough. All right, so there's one there. I think there's one on the other side too. Yep, there we go. Almost there. We're halfway. All right, nothing there, nothing there. There's something. And there's probably another one or 2 in the office. Maybe 1. So you'd have to go into this inner office anyway. Nothing. So many coffee makers. Or espresso machines. All right, there we go. We got it.
You found all the transaction numbers.
So go back and finish authenticating. And it's going relatively quickly, so no problems. Alright, we got it. Now we need to download the credentials. Insert the access key into a trade booth. So the trade booths are on the ground floor. And if you're going to get caught anywhere, it's going to be on that ground floor because there are a couple cameras, there's a couple of guards, and of course there are dozens of civilians. So there's just eyes all over the place.
Stay back. Guard. Got us as a guard. Guard. Look out. Guard.
Alright, move on already. Oop, but he's looking this direction. That's gonna be...
Look out. Guard.
Try to keep marking him so I can see him without getting spotted.
Got us as a guard.
There he goes. Let's see, there's... Yeah, there she is. Alright, so he's right there, so it's probably not a good idea to try and bump her now. We'll have to wait for her to move.
Look out. Guard.
Alright, the guard's moving on, so we can go ahead and take care of her.
You. Down.
Alright.
Now.
Tie her up, bring her back to the
Day.
hostage office. And, uh-oh, what was that? It couldn't have been the guard. Oh, that's not good. We need to take care of that real quick. Oh, okay. So there was another civilian that must have been sitting right there. That's never good. You never want to shoot a civilian if you have the option, because that'll reduce your total take on the heist.
Let's play. Get down or
There we go. So she's taken care of, and the guy that was sitting at the computer that we didn't know about. All right. So now we need to get down to the floor and plug in that USB. Make sure the guard's not over here as part of his circuit, his pathing. That camera is still okay. Okay, so we need to get down over there. So can't really go down this way because there's at least 2 people, 3 people it looks like.
watch the sieve. This cop shot's in our way.
Anyway, so that's not good. Could be a potential problem if we go down this direction. It might be okay, but we already have a path going down to the floor that might be a little bit closer to where we need to be. So let's go ahead and head down that way, and we'll go through the first area that we went through, the speaker hall. Yeah, so just go through here, go back here. Oh, since we're here, let's see what's in here. We'll use the key, open up the door. Oh, and there's someone that's checking this out already. And what the heck? Coming out into the hallway. How weird. So apparently if the door is open, they're going to take advantage of it. Let's make sure there's nobody else in here. Meh. Not even paying attention. All right.
Wanna live? Do with a nice orange.
Like, where do you think you're going? Gonna just take off? Nope. All right, so there's a few windows. I think we can go ahead and...
Fancy a walk?
I think there's blinds. Yeah, there we go. Block field of view for these offices.
To the ground for me.
There's a door that they can see through. All right, and this one over here. And there we go. So we don't have to worry about it except for that one, except for that door. But the door is adjacent to that hallway that's just
On the ground.
under maintenance, I think. So there's no guards or, you know, there's no cameras looking in that would notice something. There is a camera, but we can go ahead and take that out. Let's double check back here, just make sure there's nothing there. Doesn't look like it. Just some coffee. All right, so we can move on. This is the direction that I was originally thinking of taking. There is a camera right on that bottom corner. There's a camera there. We'll go ahead and hack that one. There's a guard over there. Oop, and another guard. So there's at least two guards down. Or no, that's a civilian. There's at least one guard there. I'm probably going to safely say that there's two guards. All right, so we got a camera here. Just kind of look around, see what's going on. All right. I mean, that's the other useful perk, or part of that perk. Not only can you hack, but you can, I think there we go. I don't know if it was any particular booth or if it's a specific booth. There's so many eyes down here, it does make it very difficult. Let's see if we can do this without getting seen. Like I said, if you're going to get seen somewhere, this is the most likely place because of all the eyeballs. I mean, you can see just on the left-hand side there how many different people there are. There we go.
Guard.
Is that the second guard? All right, so now we need to go to the control room. Transfer control. It's over there. Can we go around? There's several people. It might be okay, but it might not be. All right, so there is a couple spots that I think I might be able to do something. I can't really go out. I thought about going through that section. I don't know if that's a good idea though. Slowly go through. He starts to see me, but then I get behind cover, so it looks like it's okay. If I was standing up, it would be a problem. But since we're trying to be stealthy, no issue. Oh, there's a civilian there.
Watch the sieve.
Probably, yep. Looks up and sees us every so often. I don't see anyone else there, so probably could take him down and not have a problem. Oop, never mind. There's a guard there coming my direction. And, oop, he's coming down here. And I can't move from this spot because it's going to be a problem. So there we go. Another radio answer right there. So on hard, I started with 4, and then I had 3, and now I'm down to 2.
Little fun, little prank.
Right. Sounds great.
Yep, I think we're in the clear.
Let me introduce you to my old pal, the floor.
And we don't have to worry about a guard rolling by, so shouldn't be an issue. There's a camera there. There's a person there. And we need to go over there. Meeting area or office space. Oh, look at that. We need that. And, whoop, nope. Can't get away. I was like, oh, probably not going to be able to get away if I hadn't hesitated. Well, even if I hadn't hesitated, I think it still would have been a problem. Alright, and the windows didn't have any shades on them, so probably want to move that guy away. I can take care of the camera. I think I can just shoot it and not be... Oh, there we go. And...
Eat the ground or you'll eat my food.
yeah, because he probably would have
Fancy a walk? Good.
maybe not alarmed, but maybe. I don't know. So we'll get these guys away from the windows,
Down. Execute you, fucker.
just in case. Close the door. And move on to the objective. There we go. Got the key card for that. Oh, there's some people in there.
Authenticate our trade data.
And looks like that's it. Looks like it's just people. I don't see any cameras or guards. Alright, so there's 4 people. As long as we can keep these guys from running, then we should be okay. I kind of wanted to bump into him so he would be like, huh? And then turn around and see me, but
Let's play. Get down or I'll fucking...
man, all these guys, as soon as one was alerted, they were all alerted. It's like a hive mind. They just know. Tie them all up so they're not going anywhere. I'm not going to bother with putting them anywhere. Let's go ahead and get this USB done. There we go. And now we're actually starting to get money from the heist. However, we need to go and take care of the circuit breaker down at S3.
Get their override codes, then enter them back at transfer control. Keep things moving.
So we don't get stopped. So depending on how quickly you're able to do it, if you've got multiple people, especially on microphone, it would make it a lot easier. You have someone down on the floor already in position. I mean, honestly, you could have 3 people down here getting people tied up, taking out the cameras and the guards. There's at least 2 guards down there, so depending on how many radio calls you can answer. Oh, there's one right there. Alright, so S3 is right here. Now we just need to figure out where we can be at without getting seen. Ugh. It's right there in the middle. Nope. Whoa, he didn't even see anything. Alright, you got a whole bunch of people on their phones.
On the floor, gobshite.
There we go, and we gotta answer this.
Everything all right over there?
Yeah, I don't know that it matters. I think someone might have run away. So let's see if we can quickly get some stuff done. Yeah, look at that. Guard found a suspicious object. They're on the search now. So it's only a matter of time. And there's a whole bunch of people. There's some people that haven't noticed, but there's a whole bunch of people that have.
Let's play get down or I'll fucking kill you. Your turn.
So we need to go around and tie them up and try and get stuff done. And they're searching, and everything's starting to unravel now, so we need to quickly get this progressing if we can. Like, it kind of feels like it's not terrible, like we can still finish it in stealth, but at the same time, you know, the reality is that I don't think it's going to be possible. So all these have a central pillar. There we go. Open the hatch and start doing the thing. There we go. There. And we got the number just like that.
Get back to transfer
So we need to
control
take that
and
number
enter code.
back to where we were at. Okay, and we can just run the rest of the way and put in the number. And of course, your number is going to be unique to your heist. So don't memorize the number. Ah, civilian escaped. Alright, so we need to go down to X4 and quickly. And then there'll be one more after that. Oop, and the guards have been alerted. People are
On the floor, gobshite.
trying to run.
I can do hostage negotiations if you tie down some civilians.
Oop.
I love
see.
heroes. They make great target practice.
Alright, so we can get a little bit extra time if we trade some hostages, and we've got quite a few, so. But each time that you trade hostages, it takes more. Alright, so where were we going? Was it X4? There it is, X4. Alright, so just like before, unfortunately, because we're now in we've been found out, now we have to wait.
Won't take me long.
So there's this percentage that's going up instead of just automatically being like, boom, access. Trade 2 more. Alright, 1 more, come on. Alright, I think that's all that we're going to be able to do. So we've put off the assault as long as we possibly could. Just waiting for the computer to do its thing. And it's not going to do it before the assault. I was kind of hoping to have that
You have 30
number
seconds until the assault.
so I can run it up. Alright, so 8145. So we're going to run it back up
Input the code and transfer
and put the
control.
number in. Like I said, because I was doing the solo, you know, you got to do everything. Except for when the shooting starts. Alright, there we go. Now we need to go run and do L1 for that last circuit breaker. And there's a techie in here somewhere. Whenever the screen kind of does that. Oh, look. There he is. You know, that's the one nice thing about the bots is that they can tell you where these guys are at, the special units are at. No problem. Alright, look up. K's over there, so it's maybe over here? Oh, there we go. L. Not really any rhyme or reason, but I guess. Alright, get access and get that started. So now we just have to wait. So now we gotta go ahead and damage these guys. Like I said, because I was doing a stealth build, I'm not really equipped for damage. So you hit them in the head and it's not a big deal. And cloakers. Cloakers are a bit of a problem. So hopefully, if you're in a full team, the team's looking out for each other. When cloakers come back around, or when they show up, I should say, not when they come back. So there we go. We got... I was looking for the sniper, but one of the guys must have got it. Alright, where are we at? Almost there. Almost there. Yeah, some of these guys I can get right away. Alright, so there we go. 3288. So run back up. Get that last circuit breaker taken care of. And there we go. Just before the cloaker got me. Twice. There we go. The number just keeps on going, and then shut down the market. So we need to go pick up the EMP. And the access key. The access key, of course, is right behind us. We got a nice bottleneck here that we can take care of these. Cops. There's a sniper around here somewhere. Alright, so they turn... they shut it down, but we're still gonna EMP everything. Man, that's crazy. That cloaker came right out, right in front of us. Kind of feels a little bit unfair when they pop up right in front of you. I mean, not like cloakers are fair anyway. They do wall runs and everything else, so it's hard to track them. There's a whole bunch of guys, but we need to go ahead and... Oop, and there's a... Come on, guys, get out of the way. There, okay. Alright, let's run, and there was a gas grenade. So let's go grab that access key. Oop. Looked like I had gotten them the other time, and then... There we go, let's refill the armor, let's pick that up, or refill... Yeah, let's refill our stuff. Alright, so we got the USB, we got the EMP. We need to put the EMP down. The assault's coming. Boom. Activate.
We're good to go.
There we go. Detonate. Grab our overkill weapon. There we go. And now, get to the roof. So now we need to go back.
He was right.
Back the way we came. Back to the roof. Another cloaker trying to grab us before we got up here. Alright, so make a run for it. But you don't get off on this rooftop, you get off on another rooftop.
The transmitter.
So we need to go over here, grab our supplies that we had stashed. So you could have one person grab one person grab another, and no big deal. Since I'm solo, I can toss it to one of my AI teammates and he can carry it for me. Is that better? Yeah, maybe. There we go. So that's done. Now we just need to grab the bag off the other guy. Ah. That's annoying. It's the only thing that I don't like about the overkill. You know, except for the sniper. If you got the sniper rifle, then it's not a big deal to deal with the police snipers. And there's a big guy. And he should have gone down with one of those shots. Go around the corner. Reload. There we go. He's awfully close. Yep, duck. Where is he at? Oh, he's right around the corner. And why is he not going down? Woo, that was close. Alright, so we got another overkill coming somewhere. Definitely need something. Yeah, just got a little bit of health left, and that's it. It's not very much of anything. Alright, got the dish. These guys are... Oh, what the heck happened? Oh, there's a techie around somewhere. Yeah, you get brought back, but you have very little health. Trying to put down stuff. There we go. I've got just the base armor, so... Again, stealth. So, higher movement, but everything else not so great. Alright, so now we need to... Oh, there's the techie. Let's go take that guy out. There we go. Maybe? There. Okay. There. Refill the armor while we're at it. Like the cloaker and the grenader, they both will take direct off of your health. So sometimes it feels like it's better to have more health, medkits. Sometimes armor is the key. Get that guy taken out. Now, because I'm doing the stealth build, I do have a perk that I can get some health back by taking guys out with a silenced weapon. Because silenced weapons don't do as much damage, you have to use a lot more bullets overall. Oh, he came right around the corner. I thought he was coming from the left. Alright, someone help. Dude, the guy's right there. Help! Only got a couple seconds. Man, that was close. And the guy hit me right away. That's ridiculous. Dozer is really messing up my day. Alright, so there we go. Defend. You know, I would kind of like to have a percentage or completion on the screen somewhere saying, oh, hey, you're 50% done. Yeah, take that guy out. Because his grenades take straight off from your... Ah, there it is. Okay, can't jump over there. Go back over here. And, oh, there's a cloaker. I don't know if I can hit him from there. That was a heck of a dive. What in the world was that? Someone got him, I think. Alright, readjust the crane position. There we go. I gotta wait. Oop. More guys. Yeah, one of the things I don't like about this gun is it takes so long, and there's another guy right there. Look at that. They're fixed, but I got taken down. Yeah. These dozers are really ruining my day. Oh, and down again. Alright, now I gotta run. Oop. Reload, reload! Grab some armor. Quick. Make sure my weapons are reloaded. Yeah. Final charge. I need to recalibrate. Yeah, I was kind of hoping when these in between waves that I would get some health or something. They would drop some health or ammo or something. Man, there are a ton of cloakers on this heist. Luckily, I had some. Ooh, there we are. We're done. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to check us out on social media. And thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing. And we'll see you next time.
We came! We saw! We left a pile of bodies! Fucking yeah!
Now that was a show! I have a feeling this heist will go down in history.
PlayStation